To my younger Nigerian ladies, you have to choose wisely, particularly young ladies between the age bracket of 18 to 26. This is a prime age and it's very delicate to most ladies. And to my dearest young women, I love all of you very much, and I wish all of you will get married to the man that truly loves you, because you are not only living in a generation that constantly try to define what you become, but also compare you to fit into the society that constantly tells you what to wear and what to desire and who to follow and what kind of lifestyle you should display for the world to see. It's really unfortunate that we really are in this stage of our time where social media can make someone believe that happiness is measured by attention and the expensive gifts that we receive from people, and also the number of followers we have and the lifestyles of someone else appear to believe in. So we tend to compare and our lifestyle and measure up and to see if we're actually living a future. But I want you to remember something very important. Your worth as a woman is far greater than what the world can see. Is far greater than what the world can see right now, because as a woman you have tremendous responsibility. You have so tremendous responsibility, and you need to carry that responsibility with every sense of dignity. As a woman, you don't have to be ashamed of setting standard. You have to set a standard and never be ashamed of demanding honesty and commitment, respect, and responsibility from the man you choose to build a relationship with, because it's very important. When you neglect setting a standard, it's going to cost you a lot in the future. And let me say this for clarity. I have to say this very, very clearly so that you don't mistake me. Love is very important, absolutely very important, but love without respect, we continue to struggle so terribly. Love without respect, we struggle to survive, because everything is built on the foundation of respect. As a man, right, as a man, we demand so much when it comes to respect. A man may love you deeply, but if there is no mutual respect in that relationship, believe me, that relationship is not going to go any further. It's not going to take you any further. So you have to build trust, loyalty, understanding. But a relationship that lacks all of these things eventually becomes a battlefield for the two parties. So, my young sisters, learn to respect the man you love. Don't just say it with your lips. Make it a reality. Bring it to action. And do not confuse respect with total submission to abuse and control and manipulation and disrespect. So, a healthy relationship is not about one person dominating the relationship. It's about the two individuals. It's about the two persons coming together to build something that is beautiful, supporting one another. Loyalty, honesty, being faithful, and being committed to relationship is very important. It's very, very important. I must tell you this for free. And all of these things is wrapped around one particular ingredient, which is called character. So be a woman of character, a woman of good virtue, because when you meet an honest man, honest men are very scarce, very, very scarce to come by. When you meet an honest man, you should be honest with him. You should be very open, honest with him, treat him with respect. When you meet a man who is committed to building a future, don't play games. Don't play games with his commitment. When you meet someone who is ready to build a future with you, someone who respects you, you give him respect in return because he deserves it. So, as a country, we must develop, and when a country thrives in corruption, when a country thrives every day, when a corruption becomes normal, the nation doesn't thrive. And when relationship is built on disrespect, relationship doesn't grow. So, do not choose a man simply because he has money. That's one mistake most people made. That's one grave mistake most ladies make. Don't choose a man because he has money. Choose a man because he has a character. Because money can disappear, beauty can change, positions of authority can be lost, but character is what remains when all of these things is taken away. So we must choose wisely. We must choose wisely, correctly. We must allow ourselves to position our thought, our ideology, in wrapping around character. So, to that young woman who are still single, to that young man who is still single, do not allow the society to pressure you into choosing the wrong person because you are afraid of not being loved, because you are afraid of being alone, because you are afraid of being single forever. It is better to be single in peace of mind than be trapped in an unhealthy, in a toxic relationship that will deny you your confidence, your future, and will rip you apart. Yes, we must tell ourselves the truth. We must commit to relationship that builds us, not relationship that destroys us, not relationship that makes us the demons. Because these are what is so unique. It's not unique to anybody. It's not peculiar to me alone. It's not peculiar to you. It's a universal thing. It's something that is so true for everybody. So as a young man, you need to take responsibility too. You need to weigh your actions. You need to weigh your commitment to that relationship. So do not demand loyalty from a woman whom you are not loyal to. So do not expect honesty when you are giving her dishonesty in return. So we must be truth. We must be honest. We must be kind. We must be reciprocative. Do not expect a good woman to build a future while you yourself cannot build. So this should also serve as a political lesson to all of us. Because be that kind of a good man every woman would want to have. Be that kind of kind-hearted man that every woman dreams about. Because relationship is just like a nation. When a nations are built on a good institutions that define who we are, on accountability, on trust, on responsibility, on justice, on fairness, and equity, and peace, then our relationships will do better. Our families will do better. We will no longer have the cases of divorce. We will no longer have the cases of domestic violence. So a country is built by people who are responsible. A country is built by family, not just by institutions alone. A country cannot progress when corruption becomes normal. Same is applicable to relationship. A relationship cannot progress when dishonesty, disrespect becomes normal. So we must set a standard. We must set a standard that works, a standard that is recognized everywhere, a standard that is universal, a morality that's universal. So, as young people, as young adults, we must be responsible in our relationship with one another. We must take actions to love genuinely, to be loyal, to be loving, to be kind, not to be deceptive, not to be irresponsible. So we must act, we must lead while believing that the other person is a human. The other person deserves respect. The other person deserves dignity. The other person deserves to be loved, to be cared for. So the way we have desire to build a better Nigeria with integrity, accountability, and respect should also be the way we should desire to build a relationship that is committed. A relationship that is committed to something greater than ourselves. I don't believe that this is just my own belief. It should be your own belief too. It should be a belief that you should hold there to your heart. Because if I don't do it, nobody is going to do it for us. So we must act. We must lead with confidence in all our ideas that love, respect, genuineness, faith, and all of these things are what make us great leaders. Because a country is not only built in the National Assembly, in the State Assembly, in the government houses, in the national villas. It's built by the decisions and the choice we make and the type of husbands and wife we become.